Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Cynthia, and I have two special guests with me, my son, Davion, and my cousin, Zaria. And as you guys know, at Heavenly Sent Youth, we provide a platform for youth to be able to explore their inner talents, to showcase whatever it is that they got going on, anything positive. And we also reach out to those that are doing positive things in the community with our youth. You guys can find us on Heavenly Sent Youth. That's on Facebook, so go to the page and like it. We also have a website. Zaria, did you know you was on my website?
No.
You're on my website. Remember we went to Home Run Inn, so I took some of those pictures, so you're on our website, so you get a chance to look at it. And so, guys, check out the website. Once you log into the Heavenly Sent at Facebook, you'll be able to click on the website, and there you'll see updates and all the exciting things that we do. And Zaria has been with us way before Heavenly Sent was established. Her mom trusts her with me, and I'm happy that Zaria thinks that we're cool enough to hang out with. We try to do a lot of fun and entertaining stuff. And you know what? I've learned that it's important. Even with kids, it's important to make sure that you have the right fit. All kids don't gel, so you have to make sure you have the right fit. We have kids that come and go. And Zaria, we appreciate your what do you call it? When a person act good, what do you call it? She's respectful. What else? What do you think about Zaria?
She's kind.
She's kind.
Sometimes she tweak, but
kids love the word tweak. So without further ado, today we're going to talk about bullying. Being that school has started, bullying is a very, very sensitive subject. And as you guys know, we have youth that are committing suicide, all revolving around youth. It's a terrible thing, and I don't think that it's enforced as much as it should be. It's a very touchy subject that if ignored, kids can fall into depression, suicidal, and whatever, withdrawal. They won't be able to excel as if they would. And so I'm going to let these two introduce themselves. I want them to tell us what school they attend, their age, so on and so forth. If they got sisters and brothers, so I just want you guys to introduce. So, of course, ladies first, right, Davion? Zaria, go ahead.
My name is Mariah Smith. I attend to Ryder Elementary School. I am in the 5th grade. I have 2 brothers and 1 sister.
So Zaria's brother was on my show a while back, Leonard. He, what college is he in?
Illinois.
He's at Illinois, and from the look of his mom's Facebook page, he's doing well. He's adjusted, and I'm proud because, our youth could be doing so many other things, and so the fact that he's taking the time and wanting to be in college is really dope. Alongside of the different activities that he's doing. So, Lenny, if you're watching, we congratulate you. We're proud of you. Next, we have Davion.
My name is Davion, like she said. And I go to Learn Charter, and I'm in 6th grade. What else you said?
How old are you?
I'm 11.
Do you have brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I got 2 brothers and 1 sister.
2 brothers and 1 sister.
Step.
Who your sister?
He
got a sister. I know
yeah.
Your sister. Who your sister?
What's her name?
Arshanae?
Yeah.
Oh, that's our niece. That's my niece. He says Arshanae is his sister. He's my only child, though. He's come out on this other folks' side. So let's get into bullying. Zaria, can you tell us what do you think bullying is?
I think bullying is a word to harm people in physical, mental, and emotional ways.
Well said. Davion, what do you think bullying is?
I think bullying is something that hurts people and like that makes people emotional and do bad stuff. Like, it's all types of bullies, so it don't matter what kind of bully you do, it's still hurtful for them.
So, bullying is a form of hurt. Have you guys ever experienced being bullied or a bully? No. Zaria, have you ever experienced bullying? Have you ever been bullied?
No.
Do you bully?
No.
What about you, Davion?
Yeah.
Yeah, what? Are you a bully or have you experienced bullying?
I experienced because they be like But like, yeah, I
You have
experienced.
experience. So Davion was once in this after school program, and there were bullies there. And what I've come to learn is that parents will overlook, if I should say, or downplay the fact their kid is bullying other kids. And so I think bullying could possibly stem from home. And I say that because a lot of times bullies are kids that, or even adults that aren't getting attention somewhere, or just pretty much by themselves. So in order for them to feel important, they have to go around picking on people. So for me, I did some research. I got some cue cards because my grandmother said I always use the word So when you guys are talking, make sure not to use the word because it sounds like you don't know what you're talking about.
Never used that.
So I came up with this. It says, bullying is a negative behavior directed by someone trying to have power and control over someone else. You guys agree?
Yes.
So let me ask you this. How many forms, or if you could, is there different forms of bullying?
Yes.
Okay, Zaria, give me one form of bullying.
Social bullying.
Social bullying. Awesome. What's social bullying?
Social bullying is when you bully someone to hurt their feelings, physical or mental.
Well said. And that's on my cue card. Davion, tell me a form of bullying.
It wasn't I said anti-bullying. What is it? It's anti-bullying. What that is?
Anti-bullying?
Yes.
And what's anti-bullying?
Anti-bullying is when you on the internet and you talking about
Cyberbullying. That's what you
it's like cyberbullying, yeah.
So cyberbullying is what?
Cyberbullying is when you talk about people on the internet.
Like on Facebook and
Yeah.
Twitter. What's some other games that you guys got?
You don't do nothing on Fortnite. Yeah, you can talk on there and do that old stuff though.
TikTok.
Yeah.
TikTok. So all those platforms. So I guess any type of platform socially where you can connect with somebody, it could possibly be bullying. What about physical bullying?
Physical bullying is when you put your hands on people, when you trying to hit people,
Exactly.
like slap people. So yeah.
So we got, what'd you say, Zaria?
Social bullying.
Social bullying, cyberbullying, physical bullying. Any more? I think I got one more. What about emotional bullying?
Yeah, emotional bullying.
Emotional bullying.
That means you can hurt people with your words.
Exactly. So that would be a verbal. Because I think verbal bullying is probably the most secretive one. And I say that because, for instance, if you guys are in class with your friends and someone's like, oh, you ugly, oh, you this, you this, you this. And so other people can't hear it, right? And so it's easily to get away with verbal bullying because, again, for instance, somebody can be like, I ain't say that, and so you really don't have any proof. However, let me ask you guys this. So any event that you see someone being bullied, what would you do? How would you react? Would you intervene or would you stay away? What would you do?
I would stay away because that's how I would stay away because that's what you be saying. Like, you don't want to get involved. Like, imagine if it's like you in real world and you get into a fight and you involved with it, then the cops show up. And if you go to jail, if they go to jail, you have to do the same crime.
So guilty by association is what you're saying. So in
Yeah.
other words, if somebody doing something, exactly right. I tell you, if it has nothing to do with you, it's best to mind your business. Because nowadays, a lot of times we see people try to react, and especially being a kid, there's only so much you can do. If you see a bunch of people fighting, I mean, what could you possibly do in a situation like that? There's nothing you can do besides get hurt. Like today, we seen a bunch of kids fighting. And some more adults came in and intervened. So we didn't go to it because there were already some adults. Zari, what about you?
Me, it depends. If I know you, then I will not be a bystander and I will help you. But if I have nothing to do with it and you just, like, I don't know you, and we never intervene or nothing, I'm just gonna ignore it.
So when you say intervene, do you mean you're gonna jump in and start fighting? What do you mean intervene? Explain that to us.
If we never talked or socialized,
Okay.
that has nothing to do with me. So I'm not gonna get into the argument
That's
or
smart.
the bullying scene.
That's smart. Because as I said, nowadays, with what's happening in society, kids are just all over the place. You got kids fighting and shooting and pulling out knives and stabbing each other. So it's best to, even if you see an altercation, it's best to go the other way. Because a lot of times when you go to an altercation, you always be, for the most part, it's always the bystander that gets hurt. And so let me ask you this, both of you. If you are being bullied, what measures or what would you do?
First, somebody when I like tell the teacher 3 times, no, 2 times.
Okay.
Tell the teacher 2 times. Sometimes the teacher don't do nothing. I'll tell the teacher 2 times. Like tell him he touching me.
Okay.
Then like, and then if they keep doing it, they might go to the principal.
Okay.
If they don't do nothing, and they keep doing it, and they physical do it, I'm like taking to my own matters. Take it to my own hands.
What does that mean, son?
Like take it to my own hands, deal it with myself since they not doing it.
So what about your parent? So
If you're not around, if I'm at school though.
So remember I told you, son, if there's an issue at school, you tell your teacher, correct?
Yeah.
And then hopefully the teacher will rectify it, will take care of the situation, right? So then you go the next day, and then the same thing has happened. You tell the teacher again, and then at that point, now it's time to tell your mom before you take it in your own hands.
I'm talking about in one day they keep doing it.
Well, we're gonna have to talk about that off
In one day.
off the camera, but yeah, we got to work on that because you can't take care of no matters. You're 11 years old. What you gonna do?
No, I'm talking about the kid. Not a grown man.
We gonna talk about that, son. So, did I ask you, Zaria? Because they
What was the question again?
He made me laugh. He told me he gonna take. Okay, so any event that you're being bullied, what would you do? For instance, you at school, you got some kids that's bullying you. What do you do? What would you do?
First, I will tell the teacher, and when I go home, I will tell my parent. And then the next day when I come back to school and the problem is still happening, I'm going to tell the principal or another adult.
So you're not going to do like Davion and take it into your own hands, right?
And then, if things still happen, I'm going to get my brother.
Okay. So you are going to take it into your own hands. Just get your brothers, right?
But she not putting her hands on them though.
She going to get help.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what? Y'all going to meet up at the school? Y'all funny. So, I think if you're being bullied, first walk away from the situation. Okay? Because think about it. If I'm arguing with you guys, you ugly, you this. As long as you stand there, as long as you're standing there, then I'm gonna keep talking, right? But if you walk away, I'm talking to myself. So now I'm looking crazy, right? So if you get into any type of altercation, first walk away, and then like you guys mentioned, tell an adult, and hopefully the adult will rectify the situation. And then at the same time, tell your parents. And at no time you should put your hands on anybody. Let's chill out with that. Let your parents handle the situation.
Wait, okay. So it was like, because we were doing a test, right?
Okay.
He was talking. I told my teacher, can I move the seat?
Okay.
He said no.
Okay.
Then I asked him again. He started ignoring me.
Okay.
Then I kept saying, can I move my seat? I don't want to talk. But then I moved my seat. Cause he normally like 5 times, 3 times the charm. Then I moved my seat. He was like, why you moving? I told him 5 times, can I move my seats?
Okay.
Then when Mr. Manny came, then he let me move him. He let me move the seat.
Well, I think if you feel like you're being distracted,
Yeah.
you should, the teacher should let you move your seat.
He don't. But
So let me ask you
the
this.
teacher don't do that.
Zaria, do you have any friends that are bullies that you've seen?
No.
No? That's good.
In my old school.
Can you tell us about that?
At my old school, there was one friend that I had. She was being bullied.
Okay.
And then when she solved the problem, she turned into a bully. And then that's when I stopped being her friend because I didn't like the fact that she turned into a bully just because someone else was bullying her.
Smart. And that's what I teach my son. Kids, any type of kid that like to start confusion, y'all get them 10 feet. That is definitely not the crowd you want to be in. Obviously, there's something psychologically going on with that kid. That kid got some emotional type issues that's not being taken care of at home. And it's so sad, like I was saying earlier, you got so many parents that, you know, they know that their kids are bullies. The teacher done told them, but they won't do anything about their kid. And so now you got one kid disrupting the whole class. And it's like, really? The same? And then I'm sure you guys notice, it's usually the same kid over and over and over that's causing problems, right?
Yes.
The teacher study like, don't say any names. The teacher like, stop. But this particular kid continues to do the same thing over and over and over and over and over, which is crazy. So how did your friend feel, Zaria, when you stopped being her friend?
When I stopped being her friend, she was kind of sad, but it was like she was sad, but she didn't really care. So it was like she was sad, and then after I stopped being her friend, and I kept being friends with my other friend, she realized what she was missing out on.
A real friend, right?
Yes.
Smart young lady. Davion, remember you was telling me the other day about the 8th grader. Davion has a friend that's an 8th grader.
Yeah.
And I think I seen him and the guy at the park district.
You seen him today?
I didn't.
Oh.
And so, without saying his name, tell us about how he became your friend.
He became my friend because, like,
No saying names.
he was lame.
He was okay.
I told you that. Remember?
So I don't know if lame is a nice word. That's not a nice word.
Like, he wasn't.
He wasn't as popular.
Yeah, he wasn't.
It depends how you
He wasn't
use
as
it.
popular.
Yeah.
Right. So I started being his friend. Then I started being his friend, yeah, because people kept messing with him, talk about him. So that's why I came over there, like, said, what's up, and stuff. We went around the basketball. We was at home square though, play basketball, and
So he's your friend because you seen that a lot of kids was treating him
Yeah.
bad, and so you know he never treated you bad, so you decided to be his friend. That's great. I'm proud of you. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you guys something. So like I mentioned, there's kids. I don't know if you guys know, but when you go home, look on the internet. I know y'all got phones and be doing all the other stuff. So there are kids that actually committed suicide because of bullying. I think not too long ago, there was a little boy, a story that they were following on Facebook. A little boy was in school, and I think he was kind of artistic, which means he was kind of, he wasn't as advanced as other kids, and so he was being bullied. And so he, his mother was trying to talk to the school about it. The school was moving slow with the process, and so I don't remember. I think he took some pills or something. I'm not sure what happened to him, but he went to the hospital, and he was on life support, and he ended up passing away. So why do you guys, or what do you think, or why do you think people allow bullying? So for instance, if like you guys said, when you notice somebody bullying, you step right in. It's a lot of kids that will ignore it. I don't know if you guys know that. So a lot of kids be like, oh, they don't mean nothing. Oh, they just saying that. Be too embarrassed to say something, or feel like if they say something, they gonna continue to get bullied, or they not the popular kid, or that sort. So why do you guys think that happens? Why do you think a person will allow bullying to go on and on and on without saying something?
I don't get that question.
So like I just said, a lot of times, a lot of people, like for instance, if you're being bullied, a lot of times kids don't want to say nothing. And then it keep going, and then them same kids keep on bothering them over and over and over and over. So the question is, why do you think that the kid don't say something the first time? Or why do you think they ignore it? Sorry, you want to answer that?
I think they ignore it because they don't want to get involved, because they're scared if they get involved, the same thing will happen to them.
Well said. Davion?
I think because, it was the same question. It was the same shit I was trying to say right here.
Okay,
but it was a different thing.
You can say it a different way.
Yeah, they too scared to go in the conversation what they saying. I was going to say the same thing.
So let me ask you this: Is there like a certain person, or can you just walk into school and be like, "That's a bully"? Like, do bullies wear certain clothes, or they act certain ways, or can anybody be a bully?
No,
Anybody can be a bully, but you will know if somebody's body a bully because they're insecure about themselves.
That's absolutely right. Or lack of attention.
Yeah, like if they disrespecting the teachers, if they fighting kids, and they doing all that other stuff, that mean that's a bully right there.
So I think a lot of times kids act out with crazy behavior because something emotional going on with them. Like for instance, your parents are in your lives, which is very important. So can you imagine if your parents didn't spend any time with you, just dumped you off at your grandmother's house, didn't call and check on you? How you think that would make you feel?
It'll make me feel sad because, like, then at school I'll be mad every day,
And so,
then I'll take it and put it on other people.
wow, that's sounds like the steps of a bully. What about you, Zaria?
I would take my anger out on someone else.
And so now we see how it's easy to become a bully. Because, you're not getting the attention out. You're not getting what's needed at home. Nobody's paying attention to you at home. You're pretty much by yourself, and, you don't have anybody to tell you right or wrong. Or you have parents that really don't care, that just drop you off wherever, and they go and you go. And you pretty much have to deal with your own problems at such a young age. And so kids go to school, and as you guys both just mentioned, they take their anger out. They want to fight. They want to curse, and they don't care. And they getting attention. So it's like, oh, I'm fighting. Everybody watching me fight. So guess what? I want to go to school every day and fight because I know people paying attention to me. That sound about right?
Right.
So do they talk about bullying at either your schools?
No.
In my old school, they did. We had all got into groups, and each person had to come up with an idea. And I had made up an idea to start a bullying campaign.
Good for you.
So our classroom started a bullying campaign, and everyone made buttons. And if you received the button that says no bullying, you are a part of the no bullying crew. Then you make your own and you pass it on to people that doesn't, what is the word? That doesn't appreciate bullying.
So I think I'm sorry. Go ahead, Davion.
They used to do it, but then, like, it's like a group of people. It was a group of people. They had, like, that program they did in that school?
Yes.
Then they started bullying each other in the program while people was trying to talk about bullying them. So that's why they removed it from the school.
Really? So at this current time, your school don't discuss bullying. Right. I think I'm going to implement that. I'm going to do a session, and you guys going to be my pioneers. I need you guys to help me with that because it needs to be talked about. It needs to be addressed. I'm sure kids deal with problems just as well as adults. And so if you don't have an outlet, which means somebody to talk to about what's going on, it makes you angry inside. And so you have so many kids acting out because they don't have the attention, their parents not actively involved in their lives, and it's depressing, it's hurtful. And so the only thing to do is now you go to school and just be angry. So yeah, we're gonna start that. So I'm gonna have you guys get together with me, and we're gonna name it something, and then we're gonna get other kids to join in.
Heavily Cynt bullying.
Heavily Cynt bullying. Wow. So yeah, this is important. I'm sad that they're not doing it at your school now, Davion. Are they doing it at your school now, Zaria? No? See, it needs to be talked about because it happens so often. And I know, like you just mentioned, a lot of times because teachers have so many kids to deal with, it's kind of hard for the teacher to oversee 10 or 15 kids in the classroom.
Not to cut you off, but it was a shooting at our school.
A shooting?
Yeah.
Recently?
Recently. But it was teenagers. They came. It was from DRW. They was fighting and stuff by parking lot. Yeah, this part on the parking lot.
And so.
But then the lady security guard didn't know what to do because she ain't had no weapons or nothing.
And see, that's awful, and it needs to be addressed. Yeah, we're gonna have to meet probably twice a month to talk about bullying, and see, and that's the whole point of me gathering kids together because I noticed even some of the kids I deal with, they don't have anybody to talk to, and they got these emotional issues. Their father's not in their lives, and they're just out here just doing whatever, and so it brings me great joy to be able to have this program so I can get so I can involve kids and do stuff. And so just so you know, Zara, we ain't forgot about you. My job got me working 7 days a week, so I'm working every Saturday. So actually I'm working 7 days a week. and so I'll be very tired. So I don't have any free time to do anything. And so as soon as we get our van, Halloween's coming up, and so we're gonna do some haunted house type stuff. I don't know if that's something you're interested in.
Nah.
You like haunted house? Is good. Baby, I'm gonna go too. So
I
yeah,
be watching It too much, Nah.
as soon as I get,
I know that little carnival thing they had in It Chapter 2.
I want to see the new one.
I watched that.
It's a new one coming out.
really,
I watched that.
maybe I can
Nah, don't do that.
maybe I can set that up and get us a place where we can watch it, get some popcorn and stuff like
It
that.
was about a football thing, not to spoil it.
Well,
this
don't
is
tell
it's
us
a
about
scary
it.
movie.
Yeah. So up and coming October. October. I like October because I like haunted houses. I like pumpkin patches. I like stuff like that. And so be looking out on the website because we're gonna be doing some of that fun stuff. What is it? The hayride, the pumpkin patch. What you call that thing? The maze. Haunted houses. I love that. And so hopefully I'll have my vans.
I probably will try one of them, but
We should take you all the time. So yeah, that's what we got coming up.
to the kids when that's it.
And also we can't even Zara, you didn't get a chance to ride the horses with us this summer, did you?
No.
So yeah, I actually reached out to them and told Polly, so if you're listening, we miss you, Polly, to get the horses. So she told me that they were gonna try to get the stable cleaned out so I can bring the kids to the stable and ride the horses because they're so far away and they don't come to the west side. Did you guys know that there are certain places that you can ride a horse? Like the horses can't come throughout different neighborhoods?
They can't come to that park around Granny House.
Right. They can only come to Washington Park and it's another place that they can go. Unless you do like the little small petting zoo that Kim did with the one horse that go back and forth and the animals, which is really cool.
With that goat.
With the goat?
Yeah.
Goat's weird.
So, Zaria, what kind of things are you interested in that you would like us to do? We got the circus coming up, so. Universal Circus or Ringling Brothers?
The Universal Circus.
That's the one that be at United Center.
They don't got no elephants.
So the next circus is coming. It's October in Washington Park. So I got some guys trying to get me some tickets. So even if I don't get some tickets, we're gonna just go and get some. So if that's something that you're interested in, and you know what, I've been thinking about doing something else to whereas try to set up this type of program to whereas if parents don't have time to hang out with their kids, they can reach out to me, and I can take them places. Like Legoland. What else? What other cool places that you guys go to? Is the zoo fun?
Not really.
I don't think so either. They should set up a haunted house at the zoo.
That's all you gotta do. Just watch animals. Do nothing. They be sleep to halftime. Halftime they be sleep.
My son is something else. Skating. Name some other things. So you know what? Guys, please go on the Heavily Sent page and put in activities that your kids like doing. Again, I hope this bullying message brought some attention to parents and kids. Teach your kids about bullying. It's a terrible, terrible thing. Parents, don't let it go unnoticed. Zaria, real quick, if there's somebody you want to shout out or thanks for being in your life, go right ahead and do it.
I want to shout out my big brother Leonard Smith for keeping my courage up.
Oh, that's it?
Yes.
Davion?
Everybody.
Everybody, y'all so... Really, people? What about y'all parents? I want to thank Can TV. I want to thank my two guests for coming on. Thank my mom for being my support system. Y'all keep tuning in. Until then, we will see you guys next week. Peace.
To the next episode.